So this is the new chain timing plate. That's what I think it's called. There's quite a bit to it. There's the accelerator. God, what's this? This is the choke, I think. Choke, is that the accelerator? It's one or the other. And then what this connects to, who knows. But the reason I am, it's easy to show you here now, the reason I'm changing this is because just in here, it's aluminium alloy, and just in here there's a spindle or shaft in here, and I think it produces a lot of sort of kinetic energy or static energy, and so all over here there is a lot of grime that builds up around here, and so it resulted in a lot of grime building up in here and not enough air. And when there's no air on aluminium, it sort of deteriorates and degrades. And so I had a little small split or hole in here, and one day I accidentally revved the motor too much, and the pressure of the oil blew this hole through. It's kind of annoying. It happened in the Isles of Scilly as well, so it was like the worst place to happen. But I sort of had it fixed with quick steel, which is this malleable sort of putty, epoxy putty, and I squeezed it all in here. Absolute mess. Squeezed it all in here, but it held all right. But the problem with it heats up and goes off, and then it shrinks, and so actually it didn't plug the hole very well, and the pressure of oil in here is quite great, so it just found a way through and underneath all the putty and came out, and no matter how much putty I put on it, the oil still found a way. It's, you know, it's better than water, you know, it finds a way out very well. And so the solution is just to buy a new part. And this part, so Volvo does the same engine. I think they call it M2020. I've got a Perkins M20, I think they're called. I don't know. It's the same engine. It's made by some Japanese thing, and this came off a three-cylinder ride-on lawnmower, I think. So it's definitely the cheapest way to go. I think it's 30 quid or something. But you know, Volvo wants 600 quid. The only downside is there's no hole here for the raw water pump. So I'm just going to leave this closed and then have the raw water pump run off just another pump, an electric pump, and bypass this whole thing anyway. So yeah, that's going to be the fix for now. This is probably, well, is it going to be temporary? Who knows what is temporary these days. And yeah, so now I just have to undo this cover in here. So I need to pull off this pulley from the Perkins M2020, and I've just jigged up a wooden pulley puller, and it should be fine. Now all I have to do is crank out this little bolt and that pushes. Right, so we've got to pull off this pulley here, and I've made a new template. Well, there is my pulley puller, big piece of metal. It's probably going to ruin these bolts, but that's alright. See if I can get it off. There we are, it's just popped off there right now. And that's the pulley off. Want to come off? Hey, here we go. Thank God this little bit's still in it. This is the most important thing. The keyway. Oh, is it? I don't want to drop this. Maybe I'll get some pliers. I need to detach the diesel lines that go to the injector pump here, and this whole cover needs to come off. I've never seen inside a injector pump, so this will be very interesting, but I have obviously bled lines before, so I have taken these off before, but what's behind here frightens me to say the least. But yeah, so I'll just take all these off, and as I go along I just use some electrical tape to save anything going down the fuel line. This is after the filter obviously, so you really want to keep that clear, and there's a lot of grime in here, so just whack it on, pull hard, and it sort of covers it, I suppose. So now I'm just taking this, what is that, I actually don't know, but anyway, I'm taking this line off, and this just bends out of the way, so you can just bend it like that, and that means you don't have to take all the return line off, because yeah, because then you get into another thing which you don't want to do. And so I'm just going to remove this bolt. It's like a sleeve of some sort with some copper washers on it, which is quite nice, and I just have to take, that's the last piece to take off, and then I'm into the pump. Well, this thing's just popping off now, which has got me a bit worried. It's literally just popping off, and this, the choke has undone itself, so I'm guessing it's all connected, but every time I loosen it, it keeps coming off, which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. So there is the little slip pin. So I think that's what I have to get out now, and that's connected to the part of the timing plate, and I think I have to slip that out. Be very careful not to lose it, and to make sure I don't lose it, I've put some soldering iron around the pin, and then that way I won't lose it, I hope. Yeah, it's just time to slip it out now. It's in there pretty loosely, which is quite nice, so I might even be able to do it on camera. Maybe I say, oh my gosh, It was crazy, all this moving stuff. Anyway, I think I'll just do it off camera. There we go. That's it. I mean, it's barely on there. And it's about to fall off as well. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think I've got it now though. And camera, where are you? There it is, look. That's the pin. And that's all the timing is, I suppose. That's why it's probably called the timing plate. It's pumping the injectors. There's cams in there. I didn't need to take it off, so I'm just going to replace it because I don't see anything else holding the plate to it. I think it's just that one arm there, which you can see right there. So I'll definitely put that back. And now just some slight tapping. I mean, this is going to be thrown away anyway, or repaired, I don't know. And this should just tap it off. And as sure as the sun rises every morning, she's coming out. She got her loose now, which is really nice. Probably cog and all, probably. But I'll do this off camera. And then we have it. That's the part off. And this part here that I took off from the injection pump is the accelerator of some sort. So that's all good. She's off. You can see here, this is a good example actually where the hole was. That's some putty that's just blown off there, but you can see the hole right there. And yeah, it's where all the oil came through. So I'm really happy to replace this part, and I'll get it on. Gets it back on the timing cover. It's another shade of blue for the engine. I'll have to get some Volvo colouring in there as well onto the good old Perkins. Okay, see you later. Well, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I'll see you next year in 2025, which will be nice.